Well, another member of President Trump's cabinet in West Michigan today.
Attorney General William Barr spoke at the Ford Presidential Museum, and the topic was China. Doug Reardon joining us live from outside the museum now with more on his trip to Grand Rapids. Doug?
Yeah, Derek, Janice, the Attorney General spoke here inside the Ford Presidential Museum around 11 o'clock today. We're told that people were wearing masks, they were social distancing while they were inside listening to him. But both the Attorney General and a Justice Department official who was in attendance that we spoke to afterwards sounded the alarm about China and their involvement in American companies and industry, especially right here in West Michigan. Speaking at the Ford Presidential Museum Thursday, U.S. Attorney General William Barr offered a grim warning about China and their activity in American industry.
For American companies in the global marketplace, free and fair competition with China has long been a fantasy.
Feet away from a statue of the 38th president, the AG cited the Ford administration's cautious attitude towards China before accusing the country of currency manipulation, cyber attacks, and intellectual property theft. Barr said 60% of all trade secret theft cases are linked back to the People's Republic of China and said it all started when American industry began moving to Chinese soil.
The PRC used tariffs and quotas to pressure American companies to give up their technology and form joint ventures with Chinese companies.
And he wanted to leave D.C. and deliver a message about the threat that China poses in a place where it poses that threat most directly. And Western Michigan is one of those places.
Adam Hickey, a Deputy Assistant Attorney General with the U.S. Justice Department, was in attendance. He said local companies should be wary about business relationships with China.
Successful capitalism doesn't mean unrestrained capitalism. You're going to have to make choices that are in your long-term economic advantage, even if in the short term something else might pay off.
On Wednesday, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo imposed visa restrictions on Chinese technology companies like disputed Huawei, claiming that the state-run tech firm supported China's abuses of human rights. But as the world prepares to usher in a new generation of 5G internet technology, Huawei has been restricted in other countries too over allegations of data theft.
So it's the policy of the U.S. government to ensure that our telecommunications networks are secure and reliable, and that means not built by those who are accountable to an authoritarian regime.
China is no longer hiding its strength, nor biding its time. From the perspective of its communist rulers, China's time has arrived. So a very grim warning here today about the People's Republic of China from both men that we talked to. And now it is true, Derek and Janice, that China's economy has gone from 2% of the world's GDP in 1980 to now 20% of it today. And another fact that can't be overlooked is that U.S. and China trade is now worth, as the Attorney General said today, $700 billion a year. Live in Grand Rapids, Doug Reardon, Fox 17 News.